Are you looking to be a real estate agent? Are you looking to get in the career? I'm going to give you the myths, facts, made up things that aren't real about real estate. You decide if you want to be a real estate agent after watching this video. First common myth is that being a real estate agent is an easy way to make quick money. In reality, a successful real estate agent takes a lot of hard work, dedication, and time. It's not a quick rich scheme like a lot of people think. Many real estate agents, most of them that are successful, put in 70, 80, 90 hours of work when they first get going. That doesn't mean things don't get better. They definitely do. But the first 5 to 7 years in real estate, you are working your tail off nonstop. The second myth is a real estate agent doesn't need a lot of education or training. In reality, it's the opposite of that. You have to go get a license, right? Which takes time, education. You have to pass an exam, which is at 30% pass rate, so it's very difficult. Additionally, ongoing education and training is also necessary in the industry and required every 2 or 3 years to keep your license. And the last thing I'm going to tell you is it changes all the time. Think about a program or an app that you use today, like Zillow, Realtor.com, which didn't exist 8 or 10 years ago. 20 years ago, people were writing contracts by hand. Now they're sending it out instantly. 30 years ago, people were actually delivering books at your house and you would look through magazines of what the houses look like, okay? And that's in the last 30 years. So real estate agents have a lot of education, training, and technology that changes their job a lot. So it's a myth, it's not made up. A lot of education is required. The third myth is all real estate transactions are the same. In reality, each transaction is unique, different, and the client is different. It requires a totally different tailored approach based on the client's needs and specific properties involved. So not all transactions go smoothly, they're not the same, and real estate agents have to be expert problem solvers. Remember, you're dealing with emotions because when you don't get a house, it's emotional. When you're looking at houses, it's emotional. When people move, it's emotional. You're dealing with life changes here. You're talking about marriage, you're talking about divorce, you're talking about somebody passing away, somebody having kids. There's a lot of events that goes on, and the client has to make sure they're working with a real estate agent that can navigate all those transactions. So, in point, transactions are very unique like human beings. Fourth myth is you're gonna have a better work-life balance. So many people I talk to say, I'm getting into real estate so I can spend more time with my kids, my friends, my family members. Here's what I want you to think about. Do you think when you're going out and showing clients houses, they're gonna want you to bring their kids with? Or what you're thinking is, I'm gonna spend more time at my house because I'm just gonna spend time with my kids. Well, guess what? Real estate agents are independent contractors. You don't get paid anything unless you're showing lots of houses and you're getting clients' houses. So in theory, you're actually doing the opposite. You're spending most of your time with clients at houses. And when do they want to see houses? Nights, weekends, holidays, all the time. So the work-life balance thing doesn't really exist. In time, you can have a better work-life balance, maybe 12, 15, 20 years in the business. But when you first start, you're grinding on a lot of that work, and a lot of that work is dictated based on when the client wants to see houses, which is usually when you want to spend time with your family. So in conclusion, by debunking these myths, hopefully you can see a little more insight or provide a more accurate portrayal of what it means to be a true real estate agent. It's a lot more work than you probably assume. The money's probably not as great as you hoped. The work-life balance is difficult. There's a lot of things that goes on in the transaction, and you're building a long-term relationship. But at the end of the day, is it worth it? 100% absolutely. It's an amazing career and it can be great. I just want you to be aware of the negatives and the positives going into real estate. So hopefully you learned something today. I'm Kobe Sway with Inspiring Agent. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you soon.